Hello there, my name is Vladimir, and no, that was not my attempt to play really awful jazz. It's an exercise I've been doing lately when I'm also watching TV, and I found it pretty useful, so I wanted to share it with you. And yes, before anyone mentions, this is exactly what John Petrucci teaches on his rock discipline VHS/DVD. I took what John teaches and kind of developed it into a bit different direction, so it teaches the things that I want to have in my playing. The basic idea is to develop both your right hand and your left hand accuracy and just improve your alternate picking. The first exercise I showed you in the beginning is just the chromatic passage, so it's 4 notes per string, and we are alternate picking every single note, and it goes like this. And now that we've reached the 4th note on the high E string, we want to go back by playing a 5th note on the high E string right next to this one. It goes like this. Again, we're picking down, and then we just go back. And the whole pattern starts again by picking down on the 5th fret of the high E string. There are a few things you need to focus on in this exercise. First of all is that your spacing between the notes is equal. That's one. The second thing is that every note you pick is approximately the same volume, so you're not picking one note really hard and then the next one is like this. And the third thing is that all the notes should play out clearly, and at least for me, the notes I play with my pinky are many times kind of really weak, or I don't fret them properly. Also, pay attention that your picking pattern is always down, up, down, up, down, up, all the time, no exceptions. The good thing about this kind of exercise is that it kind of removes all the necessity for a melody in a way, and it allows you to purely focus on your picking, on your left hand fretting, on the spacing between the notes, and just creating this just constant array of notes, if you will. And because it's not a melodic exercise, it gets really boring really fast, especially when you are starting at a really low speed. And that's why I think it's an awesome exercise to do while watching TV. Because if you're watching something interesting, like someone's YouTube videos, it's really easy to concentrate on just picking like... and you'll just notice that you gradually will build up speed doing that. The reality is that, at least in my playing, there aren't many situations where I actually have to pick like 4 notes per string, so I kind of expanded this exercise to kind of work for the real life situations I'm in. So the way I extended this exercise is I started also doing 3 notes per string patterns, like this. As you can hear, I'm still not that good at this exercise, so I'll have to keep at it, because this is something that you would actually probably use in real life. So if you are playing, let's say, a major scale, you are picking 3 notes per string, and that's where it's useful. So that is why I do 2 versions of the same exercise. In the first one, I'm using my index finger, the middle finger, and the pinky. And in the second one, I'm using my index finger, the ring finger, and the pinky. So the second one would be this. You can of course also do the version with just half steps. You can of course also do the whole step version. But for me at least, it's really difficult. My hand just isn't able to stretch that much. Doing 3 notes per string is also an awesome exercise for your right hand because it improves your picking and kind of helps you to move from one string to another without having to think about whether your last picking movement was away from the next string or towards it. So like this. Practicing this kind of alternate picking, at least in my case, has kind of freed my mind to think about other things when playing lead, because my right hand is so used to go to either direction, whether I pick the last note up or down. The third version of this exercise, and you've probably guessed it already, is 2 notes per string, so it goes like this. Again, I'm alternate picking everything, and the second version of this exercise is with the index finger and the pinky. Again, you notice that this is something I haven't practiced as much, so it's more difficult to me. I'll keep working at it. So there you have it, the brainless exercise you can do while watching TV. Just remember to start really, really slowly and don't really worry about building up speed. Just concentrate on playing the each notes evenly, that the spacing between them is good, and also that the kind of volume between each note is even. And you'll be building up speed in no time without really thinking about it that much. Thanks for watching my video. Give this exercise a try for a couple of weeks and let me know down in the comments if you found this useful. For me at least, it's improved my picking accuracy quite a lot, and since it worked for me, I would bet it would work for a lot of you as well. Again, thanks for watching my video. There's a subscribe button, there's more of my videos, and I'll see you next time.